Hello, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to Stamp with Shel. My name is Shel Anderson, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. All this week we have been playing with the products from the Cute as a Bug suite, featuring the Sweet Bugs bundle. This is found on page 43 of our mini catalog. And we've been playing with the DSP and the stamps and the ribbon, but I just realized that I have not used the embellishments or the folder. The Ladybug Garden embellishments, I haven't even opened them yet, so we're going to open those today and use them. And also the coordinating Ladybug Picnic embossing folder. I am going to show you, I've pre-embossed, the space to put this down. I have pre-embossed a piece of cloud cover cardstock, and it just, I hope the camera is picking up this beautiful 3D deep embossing. All right, so let's get the things out of the way and we're going to get started. Earlier this week, I used the, I taught you a book binding fold card. And today I am going to teach you the book binding Z fold. So similar, but a little bit different. So that's always fun. So before we get started, we have a little bit of die cutting to do. And I am going to grab my dies and some cardstock. And I'm going to tape my dies to my cardstock. That's just going to fit on there. Yup, just. And then we are going to use this for the tops of our mushrooms. And we'll just tape that on there. And I should be able to get all of these on my die cutter at the same time. And we will run these through. You just give me a second. And we will pull those out. And while that's cutting, we will get these ones ready. All right. We have those ones. I'm going to need a piercing tool to get that little bit out. And that's just scrap. Then we have our big purple mushroom. And our little purple mushroom. Here we go. So that's garbage. Now let's just do the same with our circles, and then our die cutting will be complete. Make sure I put that on there right. Yeah, I did. All right. One more pass through and we'll be ready. Give us some scrap. All right. We have all of our bits that we're going to need. And we'll save that paper tape for another time. get this stuff out of the way. All right, let's bring in our card and all of our lovely bits. So today on my blog, there will be a tutorial for you. I will link to a tutorial. And it is, if you make a comment on the tutorial, you will get sent a link, and it will have all the dimensions, all the measurements, everything you need. All right, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to put on our DSP. And the only thing you have to know about your DSP is that you need your borders to match. Okay, so once you get that piece on, we can put this piece over here. It's not the right size. I cut it wrong. So let's not do that. We'll go on to the other side of the DSP. Always helps if you cut it correctly, right? All right, so this one is going to go this way. This way, this way, this way. Over here, and it looks like I cut that one wrong too. I did. Look at that. Let me get my mini paper trimmer and let's see what I did wrong. Let's measure that. That is 1 1/4 inches, so this needs to be 1 inch. Did I ever measure that wrong? Now I've got glue all over my paper trimmer, but that's okay. Yep, I definitely misread my own instructions, if you can believe that. All right. Now, once again, we need to make sure that we get our borders even. That looks to be up too high. Let's go back down here a little bit. Because essentially what we are wanting is we want our front piece to be a continuation so that the borders are the same, right? So now we can put our front piece on here, and the easiest way to do that is to put your glue on here, but leave room for your borders. All right, and then we'll take this and we'll just, there is no direction to this, I see. I was just checking to make sure that there was no direction. So this is going to match here, and this is going to match the DSP there. So that's our goal, and this is how our card works. All right, I did not cut that wrong. I have yet to glue my binding closed. That's what was wrong. So we will fold that over, give it a press, fold that back, and I bet you this is going to fit right in there nicely. Look at that. I just forgot to glue my binding shut. So this is just going to match up right against there. So we have a nice place to write our greeting. All right, now I just realized something that I wanted to do. I'm going to lift this up while I still can. I wanted to put some ribbon around here. I have this little piece of DSP that I'm going to put on the front first, and then we're going to put some ribbon around. Just want to use all of the elements that's in the suite on one complete card. I've used bits and pieces of the suite all week, but I don't have them all. So that's my mission for today. I want to slide this in under here, like so. Get rid of that ruler. And oh, I've got tons of this. Then we are going to, actually I'm going to pull some of that back because that's just a waste. Give this a little bit of a twist and turn, and then tie a little knot. There we go. All right. There. Okay. Now I should be able to glue the rest of that down. Hold that just for a moment. All right, looking good. Let's wind this ribbon up while that is drying. Actually, it's lifting on me. Maybe I better hold it for a minute. There we go. All right, now I have these two circles, and I have our cute little mushrooms. Let's put our mushrooms together. How sweet is that? Ah, cute. Got a big daub of glue on there. Let's get rid of that. And there's that one. All right. Now, I don't know where I'm going to put these. Maybe here. Something like that, maybe. Because I'm going to put something right here. So I'm thinking that this one here will go right where I had it. Like so. I'm going to make sure it's within the parameters of the card. And of course I managed to get glue on there. There we go. And then this guy here, I think I'm going to leave him right up the middle where I had him. We don't need to see him from the front. I'm just going to do it right up that seam, like so. All right, I'm happy with that. Now, I'll get in here and burnish this a little better. There we go. Now we need to work on this. I haven't figured this all out, what I'm going to do, but we'll figure it out together. All right, I'm going to pull in the banner sayings because they have so many tiny, fabulous greetings. I think I'm going to use happy birthday this time, I think. Let's see what greetings will fit. Let's put celebrate. Celebrate at the top, and then we'll put, let's do that first. Celebrate at the top. Let go of my finger. There we go. Memento black ink. And celebrate. Okay. And then we might have to stamp this on another piece of paper and cut them out. And I think I want to put the mushrooms on here too. Just because I can. And it goes with the mushrooms on the inside. All right. So we have those. So I need to color my mushrooms. And all my markers are over here. I want real red dark for this one. Oops. Got a fuzzy. Sorry for the background noise, but my puppies have decided they need to go outside. So they'll probably go outside and bark their foolish heads off. And I apologize in advance if that happens. All right. Now, I do not have there they are, barking their foolish heads off. I do not have a gorgeous grape marker, but let's try this. That is no, don't want that one. I'm going to use this Retired Starry Sky because I want to keep the same color family with the purple and the reds. So I'm going to pull this one from the archives. There we go. And I might put a little bit of a lighter purple over top, because this is a little bluey purple. And my color lifter has decided to take a trip. There it is. We will just dab a little bit with the color lifter to see if we can brighten that a bit. And I am going to stamp this little guy and we will cut him out. There we go, that one's better. The other one was a little too light for me. Let me find my dies. I think they're in the package. And we'll get the die for that little guy. So it's nice and neat. I probably fussy cut it faster than I die cut it, but we'll make it look nice. Put a piece of tape on there. Get our plates. And in it goes. Get that out of the way. There we go. And we got to color that little guy. So I'll use the same real red. And we'll do his face in black with that. And his body, I think I'll bring in the lighter shade of real red. Just so there's a little definition. All right, now we need to color his book. So what color? Let's do it in yellow. Daffodil Delight. Daffodil Delight. I like the pop, and I'm trying to pull in the colors from the DSP. All right, there's our little bug, and I think I'm going to pop him up on a dimensional or 3. All right, I need a paper piercer because my fingernails are non-existent. Oops. One more, come off of there. There we go. And I'm going to sit him right on the edge of that circle. Then we'll put some adhesive on the back side. There we go. And then, unfortunately, we're going to cover up that cute little butterfly. But I am going to put this flat. Oops, crash. Just like so. Make sure my words are straight. There we go. How cute is that? All right, now all we got to do is embellish. And today we're going to use some of these cute little I'll put one there. I'll hide one in here. I'll put another one on that leaf there. So there is our book binding Z-fold. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate that very much. And like I said, the tutorial for this one is going to be over on my blog today, or not my blog, sorry, on my Facebook page. So you pop on over there and you can get the tutorial over there. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.